Good morning, Prairie Trace Hawks. This is Angela Rooney, and I just want to give a big shout out to Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. Ingram, Mrs. Williams, and to all the other moms and dads that helped out in this show. Thanks, everybody.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Williams for helping out the play, and Mrs. Hardwick too.
Thank you so much for all those moms and dads, and especially Miss Bastion. She worked so hard on our costumes.
Thank you, Miss Holly, for all the choreography and everything you did for us, and Mrs. Hardwick.
Thanks, Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Williams, for pushing us to our limit.
Thank you, Miss Shaw, for all the hard work you put in the play.
And thanks to the 5th grade, Miss Ingram and the 5th grade art club for painting the scenes.
Thank you, Miss Williams, for supporting the play.
Thank you, Mrs. Bastion.
I want to thank all parent volunteers for helping out with this show.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams, for directing the play.
Thank you, moms, for helping out with some of the makeup.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw, for making this all possible.
Thank you, Mrs. Rooney, for taking the pictures.
Thank you, Mrs. Ingram, for all the scenery.
Thank you, Mrs. Bastion, for making our costumes.
Thank you, Miss Williams, for directing the play.
Thank you, Miss Ingram and the 5th grade art club for making the scenery.
Thank you, parents, for bringing us to practice on time.
Thank you, Mrs. Ship, for allowing us to do the play.
Thank you, Mrs. Bastion, for all the amazing costumes. We're so lucky to have you.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw, for being there every time.
Thank you, Miss Holly, for doing all the choreography. Thank you, Mrs. Williams, for being at practice on time and having all your bright ideas.
I want to thank Miss Williams for putting the whole show together. I want to thank Mrs. Bastion for all these wonderful costumes.
I want to thank Miss Holly for the choreography.
I want to thank Zoe Mullen for helping Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Williams.
I want to thank Mrs. Shaw for putting on the play.
I want to thank Miss Bastion for all the costumes.
Thank you, Mrs. Bastion.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis, for the wonderful choreography.